All right, welcome back. Just a reminder that later on in the program, we're going to show you interviews from the funeral of Mayor Charles Davidson, who was buried today at St. Francis Cathedral. Well, the funeral was there, and we're going to have those later on in the program. Back to the phone lines, general topics at this point. You can talk about whatever's on your mind. HTV, welcome to the program. You're on. Go ahead, please.
Hello, Martin.
How you doing, sir?
Martin, I was just watching Fox News.
Okay.
And I come up with a good idea.
Okay.
The Republicans won.
Put your TV low. I'm hearing the
right.
feedback.
They
You ought to know that by now.
they won. They said they were going to cut this. They were going to cut that. They're going to cut the help with our deficit. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Here it is, 7 months. Nobody's done not a dang thing yet.
Yeah.
The Democrats are sitting on the other side of the aisle. They're defending stuff. Okay, the Republicans don't want to cut or to do away with the Bush tax cuts because it created so many jobs. All right? When Bush left office, we were losing 600,000 jobs per month. So we know that wasn't working. Let's get rid of that. It's simple. Get rid of that. As far as cutting, go down the line. And cut what you don't need. You can cut on your military, you can cut on this, on overseas spending, cut that. You don't need none of that. That's not hard to figure out.
Well, what part of the military would you want to cut?
Well, some of the military, you can let these other countries defend themselves.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I didn't know where you were
That's
going.
what I'm talking. Not our soldiers. Not like Rumsfeld wanted to do. Fight with what you have.
Well, I'm
talking
a
about
big
protecting
believer.
other countries.
I like the way Reagan sort of attacked the military. Is you build your army up so well, and you build your high-tech stuff up so well that nobody wants to jack with you.
Build our stuff up. Why should we
Right.
be the police in the world?
Mm-hmm.
Now look, we done went to Iraq. No sooner than we pull out of there, Iran's gonna walk in and take what they want.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. I
And
hope
we
you're
done
wrong.
rebuilt
But,
this place and everything.
yeah.
It's a sorry situation. That's 2 wars that, we went in debt for $9 trillion for.
Mm-hmm. So that's on your craw. The budget cuts are really under your craw right now.
Well, yeah. Okay, we have a man up there right now that's willing to tell it like it is. Landry.
Mm-hmm.
Landry ought to go up there and say, oh, okay, fellas, this is the way it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Until we can solve this, our salaries stop. Our benefits stop.
Got to tell you, the jury was out on Landry when he first got in. I was one of them, but he's impressed me. He's a fighter. He's a fighter, no doubt about it.
Washington is just pure disgusting, man.
It is. Well, it always has been.
They need to quit playing these games with America. That's not hard to solve. As far as these tax breaks and loopholes for the rich, that needs to stop too. These oil companies are getting away with it. Not just them. GE. Nobody. No big companies pay that share.
Yeah.
And if they do, they bring it overseas. If you make $1 in the United States, you're supposed to pay 35%. When we work for a salary, that's what we pay when they cut off our check. $2,000 check, you bring home $1,400.
Well, tell you the truth, a lot of us wouldn't mind paying 35%, but when they're talking about going up over 50 cents, come on, who wants to bust their behind and work?
The middle class can't handle that, bro.
Well, what I'm saying is, what's the incentive for people to go out there and work their behinds off if they got to pay it to somebody who's sitting on the couch watching Jerry Springer all day long?
That's right. That's exactly right.
So
if you don't deserve to be in the system, you're not in the system.
Right.
If you don't put into it, you don't get nothing. When you get hungry enough, you're going to go to work.
That's right. And I mean,
You know, that's the way it should be.
it should be, but it's just not that way.
Well, okay. They need to straighten that up, Martin.
Ooh, good luck. You know why? Because there's so many people now who have become endeared to entitlement, and they are so used to getting a check from the government every
Hell,
month.
boy, when they get hungry enough, they're going to go to
Yeah,
work.
I agree, but or they're going to steal it. But when you get accustomed to getting a check and you don't do nothing, you come to expect that. And that is the problem with America today. Period.
And the rich people are the same way. They're expecting these loopholes.
Yeah, but you know,
These tax cuts.
you can't
Look,
blame
if the
somebody
tax
for
cuts-
going out and making, if they made a fortune, it's because they got off their butt every day and went do it. So let them
I
create
agree with
jobs.
that. I agree with that 100%, Martin.
Okay.
But don't holler about these tax cuts are going to create jobs.
That's why I believe in a flat tax.
Exactly.
I believe everybody give them the same
Exactly.
tax and let them go.
Exactly. You spend $1, you pay your tax.
All right, but let me get another
You
line.
buy
but
a yacht, you pay.
Yeah, you pay it right off
You
the
buy a
bat.
Volkswagen, you pay the same.
Same thing.
But look, I'm tired of hearing that these tax cuts trickle down to the middle class. That isn't working. It's been going on for the last 10 years under Bush, and we know it ain't working.
All right, thank you for
when
your
Bush left
time.
office, it was 9%.
I appreciate it, as always.
Thank you, Martin.
Thank you.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Thank you. All right, okay. See, people, a lot of different topics that are moving right now. We're going to take a break. When we come back, coming right back to the phone lines. Later on in the program, stick around. We're going to have some interviews from people who were close to the mayor, Charles Davidson.